Okay, so anyway, again, welcome to NOW NGS online workshop. This is a syllabus poster bit.ly/NGS_analysis and register online with your name, email, and mobile number. bit.ly/register NGS R in caps, NGS in caps. Subscribe, save, share, link, and hit the bell icon for notifications in the YouTube channel bit.ly/YouTube bioinfo. Also, you can join the NGS analysis WhatsApp forum bit.ly/NGSWPT. You can also contact myself, the NGS instructor, at this number and connect on LinkedIn. Okay, that's fine. Let's quickly go into the session. So, yes, okay, Virjeshi, thank you. So we are here, right? We're discussing this. So example 2, more complex insertion. Here the snips are errors in the match or mismatched parts of the alignment. The total MD length is going to be 48 plus 1 plus 42 plus 1 plus 8. So we see the difference between counting cigar and counting MD. What is the difference between counting cigar and counting MD? Yes. Yes, what is the difference between counting cigar and counting MD based on example 1 and example 2? Yes, please, you can try whatever answer you understand, no problem. Yes, what is the difference between how we count cigar and how we count MD? Hello.
In cigar, we actually count like 89. So 89 plus 1 in example 1 plus 11. That would be 101. And in MD, we will count the base as well. Like in example 2, you counted, I'm able to see now, 48 plus 1, 32 plus 1, like this, plus 8.
So we count the base also in MD, right? So that's important. In the case of
Yeah,
cigar,
base also.
the alphabets are not bases. They are basically the type of the alignment, like match or mismatch or insertion or deletion or substitution, like that. So in cigar we count only the numbers.
They
In
are
MD,
flags, but in MD we are.
yeah, in cigar we count only the numbers. In the MD we count the bases also. And also we'll see another example where we can count in a different way. So okay, so which matches our read length minus insertions. How can that be? So read length is 101 and there are 9 matches followed by 1 insertion and then 91 matches for mismatches. Okay, there are 91 matches for mismatches followed by 1 insertion followed by 91 matches for mismatches. 9 plus 1 is going to be 10 and 10 plus 91 is going to be 101, so that matches with the read length. So we can always remember that the sum of the numbers in cigar is going to match the read length. So sum of the numbers in cigar is going to match the read length, whereas the number in the MD represent only information that's aligned to the reference. So MD represents only the alignment length, whereas read length can include insertions, deletions, and so on. Okay, so and which matches our read length minus insertions. So 48 plus 1 plus 42 plus 1 plus 8. 48 plus 42 is going to be 90, and 90 plus 8 is 98, plus 1 plus 1 is 99 plus 1, that's 100. So which matches our read length minus insertions. So one insertion, right? One insertion. So one insertion is not taken into account in the case of MD, just as with the previous example. And what gets tricky and in our opinion slightly annoying is that the match component of the MD tag, the numeric parts, overlaps the insertion but does not show it. This means that our read sequence has an insertion at the 10th base Yes, so the match component of the MD tag overlaps the insertion. So in the MD, we can see that 9 matches or mismatches, and then if it is going to be 48 and then T, so that's going to be as in our previous example which we saw here, uh, like for example, if the MD is going to be 10A, so that's going to be 11 bases, and the 11th base is going to be the base, the A. So here also in the same way, if it is going to be 48T, it means that this is going to be 49 bases with the 49th base as T. So within this 49 bases as T, there are 9 matches first, followed by 1 insertion. So the 1 insertion is part of the MD in somewhere in the middle, between the 9th position and the 49th position. Okay, so this means that our read sequence has insertion at the 10th base. Why at the 10th base? Because 9 matches and then 1 insertion. So obviously after 9 matches there's going to be at the 10th position there's going to be 1 insertion. However, something will be more tricky here. The mismatch at the 49th base, where the reference is T according to the MD tag, is actually the 50th base in the read. Yes, so obviously this 48 T means 49th position T is there, but that is not the case. It's going to be at 50th position because after 9 matches there's one insertion, right? So when there's one insertion and it accounts for the read length to the 100 according to the cigar sum, that is 9 plus 1 plus 91. So actually we get the insertion at the 50th base position. So this is because MD ignores insertions and we have one base insertion upstream of the matching team. So upstream means immediately we can say in the directionality to the left. So same is true with the other mismatch, reference base as G. So according to the MD tag, it's 48 plus 1 plus 42 plus 1 is equal to 92 bases in, but it's actually 93 bases in, because this is going to be up to this is going to be 49, and up to this it is going to be 43. Yes, so 49 plus 43 is going to be 92 bases in, but because of the insertion we have 92 plus 1, that is going to be 93. Okay, so example 3, deletions. Deletions are stored in MD tag because they represent a loss of information with respect to
what does this T stand for?
yes.
T. There is one T, no? What does it stand for?
Yes.
48 T.
You mean 48T?
Yeah.
T is thymine, right?
What this T stands for?
T stands for thymine.
Okay, so this is the insertion.
T is a base, right? See, please don't confuse. 1 minute. Please don't confuse the cigar and MD. Cigar is just going to be the status of the alignment. M is for match or mismatch. I is for insertion. D is for deletion. S is for substitution. In MD, the alphabet stand for bases. Okay. T is thymine. G is guanine. A is adenine. And C is cytosine. You know the ACGD bases, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So in MD, they are going to be the bases. Okay. Already we saw the MD in cigar yesterday's session. Okay. So 1 minute. Okay. So example 3, deletions. Deletions are stored in the MD tag because they represent a lot of loss of information with respect to the reference. Let us look at a simple example. So here the cigar is going to be 56 match or mismatch, 1D, 1 deletion, 45 match or mismatch. So 56 plus 45, 56 plus 45 is obviously going to be 101, yes, and then 101, 55 plus 45 is 55 plus 5 for 60, and then plus 40 is going to be 100, and this is going to be 101 minus 1 deletion. So MD is going to be 56 carat A adenine 45. Okay, cigar string length is 56 plus 1 plus 45 is equal to 102. Yes, so cigar string length now, as we see, is computed directly on the basis of the numbers. So that's why we discussed just before that we are going to see how the sum of the cigar might differ in other cases. So in the case of insertion, we are introducing an extra base. So even in that case, the read sequence length and the insertion is going to be same, but as we saw in the first case, 89 plus 1, 90 plus 11, 101. This read length is also 101. For more complex insertion also, this is going to be 9 plus 1, 10 plus 91, 101. But here in the case of deletion, we are going to get an extra cigar length, because obviously we are accounting for the deletion, right? From the extra cigar length, one is deleted, so we'll get the obvious read length as usual. So 56 plus 1 plus 45 is going to be 102, but that is understood to be 101 in the sense that there is going to be one deletion. Yes. So in a way we can say that if we get I in the cigar string, yes, if we get I in the cigar string, we can do addition. If we get D, we can do subtraction. Yes, can we say that?
Yes,
Yes, in a way we can say that if there's a I in the cigar, we can do addition. If there's a D, we can do subtraction to get the exact read length. So this is cigar string length. Cigar string length is how this is computed. It's always added. We are talking about how to get the read length from cigar string length. So cigar string length is always added. In the case of read length, in the case of insertion we add, in the case of deletion we subtract that exact number. So MD length is going to be 56 plus 1 plus 45. So here 56 plus 1, this base A is counted as 1 plus 45, that's also 102. This case is pretty trivial because deletions are indicated in both the empty tag and the cigar string. So here we need to remember that in the case of insertion, the way MD tag is represented, the MD tag is overlapping with the alignment. In the case of insertion, we have to find out exactly individually based on the cigar and individually based on the MD where the insertion exactly occurs. Yes, so for example, going back to the same example 2, MD ignores insertions and we have one base insertion upstream at the 50th base position and according to MD tag at the 93 base position. So we can see that if we come back to this example, 48 plus 1, that's 49th position, we have thymine 49 T, and there is, according to this, there is going to be insertion at this of T at this position. So we can say that actually the 50th base, the mismatch is at the 49th base, but it's actually at the 50th base because this insertion at this position after 9 matches or mismatches, the 10th position, the insertion will shift the base alignment by one position to the right. Okay, so in the case of deletions, we can say that as we see, the MD string and cigar string both have the deletion information with a symbol called caret. The caret symbol, which is shift 6. Okay, example 6, a combination of insertions and deletions. Example 6. So here's a trickier example. The cigar is yes, what is a cigar? How will you read it?
matches, 1 insertion, 17
31
matches,
or
1
mismatches,
deletion,
right? 31 matches or mismatches.
37. Yeah, 31 matches, 1 insertion,
Yes, 31
17
matches or mismatches, right? We cannot say for sure that it's 31 matches.
Okay, 31 matches or mismatches, 1 insertion, 17 matches or mismatches, 1 deletion, 37 matches or mismatches.
Okay. 31 matches or mismatches followed by 1 insertion, followed by 17 matches or mismatches, followed by 1 deletion, followed by 37 matches or mismatches. So the cigar length is going to be 31 plus 17 plus 37 plus 1 plus 1, right? So 31 plus 19 we can say, because 1 plus 1 plus 1 is going to be 2, and 17 plus 2 is 19, so 31 plus 19, so that's going to be 31 plus 9 plus 10, so 40 plus 10, 50, 50 plus 37, that's going to be 87, 50 plus 37 is 50 plus 30 plus 7, so 80 plus 7, 87. So, and MD is very long, right? We can see that there is six bases aligned, followed by the 7th position there's a G, followed by 4 bases aligned, and then so this is 6 bases in 7th position, and then 4 bases aligned, so 11 positions, and then 12th position there's a C, and this is 22 positions, and 23rd position there's a G, and this is 24th position, and 25th position there's a, like that we can go on. So it's a long one, so parsing this is quite tricky. Yes, okay. So approaches should almost surely involve a finite state automaton that manages the 4 states: cigar token and MD token, read position, reference position. So we need 4 states: cigar token and MD token, and read position and reference position. Cigar token will give us the information about the matches or mismatches or insertions or deletions or substitutions. Is basically the alignment. MD token will give us the exact position of the insertion or deletion, or the exact position from the entirely matching the read length, and entirely matching the cigar length, we can say. And the read position will give us a start position of the read, and depending on the length of the read, this will give us also the end position information. And the reference position is the genomic position in the reference. So there's an easier approach to rebuild the reference string with the MD tag, and then use it to compare the align and align, read and follow positions from the cigar string. So the only way either MD or cigar states need to be kept, we need to keep it in focus at the same time. Okay, so to summarize, we just have to remember that always in the case of insertions, how many insertions are there, that will be the difference between the cigar length and the MD length. Okay, how many insertions are there, that's going to be the difference between cigar length and MD length. And so MD length is 100 and cigar length is 9 plus 1, 10 plus 91, 101. So in the case of insertions, the difference between cigar length and MD length is going to be number of insertions. In the case of deletions, the cigar length and MD length is going to be same. It is going to be adjusted in such a way that we are counting the symbol, the number which precedes the symbol for D as well. So in the case of deletions, 56, for example, here 56 plus 1 plus 45. So this 1, where does it come from? We are counting the base also. That is why in the case of deletion only, we know that we are mentioning the base which is deleted. In the case of insertion, we don't mention the base. And also we need to keep in mind the special character here, that in the case of MD string, the special character is going to mean that at this position there's a deletion, the caret symbol. Okay, so I'm printing this out and I'm emailing to all of us. Okay, so this is about 4 pages. Okay, first I'm sending on WhatsApp. Later point of time I'll email. Will not waste the session time. Okay, this is a small file with 4 pages. You can keep it as a reference with examples for interpreting CIGAR and MD. CIGAR is, as we know, a compact idiosyncratic gapped alignment representation. Okay, it will attach in some time. So let us come back quickly to today's session. So we'll move to page 16. We'll cover OMIM later when we download the files. Basically it requires academic email ID, so I will do it. It will take about 1 day time for the files to come. Okay, alignment pileups. Yes, please read this. Yes, any of you can take a chance and read. It's not that always the same person should read, right?
Okay. So alignment pileups. Before we develop the deeper into the variant calling, it is important to understand that all variant detection operates on the alignment files. While the so-called variant callers can define alignment, they can only improve on the existing alignments, hence producing the right alignment to the start with the essential.
Yeah. Okay. So please quickly read also what are pileups. Yes, what are pileups?
A pileup is a data that shows the base composition and the given part of consciousness over the coordinate or the region in the genome.
Okay, so basically in alignment pileups, what we do is so far we have seen that the SAM file we have the sequence information aligning to the reference, so that is basically called a sequence centric representation. In alignment pileups, we transform the sequence centric representation into a base centric representation. So sequence centric representation is over a region, and pileups is with respect to every single base genomic position. Okay, we will follow the scripts as they are. This is the same data set we already have. If you have it, you can use the same data set. This will take very small time to download it, so that's why we are doing it. So we should download, we create a REFS folder for reference genome, and we also give the variable name here. So echo $ref should give us this. So variable name, as we see, can be assigned even without creating the data in the first place. Okay, so again we see this edirect efetch. So efetch qualifier db nic core, that is nucleotide database. So here id is the Ebola accession id, sequence retrieve, qualifier filter, qualifier sequence id, and accession number. This is being outputted to this. So if this doesn't work out, we will anyway again run this. So okay, so now let's do cat. Okay, let's just check it. So head $ref, right? Okay, we got the genome, right? So efetch, how does it work? We already keep on repeating this, but let us resolve it once for all. If you still have to download edirect. So here yes, it's a very useful tool to directly access the NCBI terminal from command line. So please follow this link. Yes, installation things are all highly instructive in the links itself. There are very direct instructions given in the installation links, so you can follow them. So conda install space entry hyphen direct and conda update space entry hyphen direct. So you can do that. We got the Ebola genome, and routinely we can do some tasks. We can always remember some routine tasks so that we will do it in our practice. So echo secustat is dollar here. Yes. What is the size of the genome? Yes, please.
15,959 doses.
So we can name it usually units, right? So 18.959 kilobase per. Okay. So always you can keep some units. So 18.9, 18.6 if you want. 18.959. It's almost 19 kb. We can say 18.959 kb kilobase per. Okay. So and we index this reference genome with Burrows-Wheeler-Arnaud. So far we are seeing that as a standard we are following the Burrows-Wheeler-Arnaud BWA whole genome aligners. We can also do BOTI2. Nothing is preventing us from doing that. So BWA index space dollar here. Got out quickly. Okay, so next what are pileups? So here we will be doing additional indexing, just like we did indexing, for example, in the case of BWA, and we also did SAMTools index, right? We also did SAMTools index in the equalizer protocol. Yes, so first we will name the files, or we'll first do the FASTQ dump first. That will be logically correct. Clear the screen and FASTQ dump and qualifier X 10,000, first 10,000 reads. Verbose qualifier split files SRR 1972739. Yes, so this is going to give us the first 10,000 spots corresponding to all the read positions. So FASTQ dump, to understand it exactly, it's going to give us first 10,000 spots for all read positions. So that's as good as saying us all the reads for a particular spot. Yes. All the reads for a particular spot, or we can say first 10,000 spots for all reads. It's the same. Okay, so we do ls and check this. We got SRR 1972739 underscore 1 and underscore 2. So let us do secustat there as well. Secustat SRR. So let's do star.fastq. Yes. So we have average length is what?
So
Sum length is what?
1.01 MB.
Yes, so the product of number of sequences into average length is what? Sum length, right?
Sum length.
Yes. Okay, so let us proceed. So let us give the variable names for simplicity. Now we just change this. Yes, we can check it. Echo $R1, echo $R2. Okay, then we now do the maximally exact matches algorithm, and then also we sort the SAM file to get the BAM file. So always we can remember that we'll get the BAM file once we sort the SAM file. So if you want to do it separately also, that will be okay. So this we know. Let us do it this way. So T align align.sam. The SAM file is generated. We have align.sam, and we just to head, just check it. Yes, so we have the AF0886 AF086833. Yes, and LN is for the length tag. LN is 18.959 KB, as we saw, and this is a sequence name. So sequence name, we can say that it is the immediate accession number that follows the greater than symbol in fast A file. Yes, can we say that? So head $F. Yes, can we say that the immediate accession number that is following the greater than symbol in fast A, there is a sequence name SN, right? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And LN is going to be this length. If you want to compare this, just to see some finer aspects, circuit chart $F. So the number of some length is going to be the LN. Yes, some length is going to be LN. Okay, so this is the exact command we have in the CL. That's all fine. So we have the files, and now we do SAM tool sort. SAM tool sort. Align.sam. Let me put it to align.bam. So it's not a good idea to output the BAM file in the standard output or Linux terminal, because BAM file is going to be a computer readable file. We'll get some very special characters and garbage there. Okay, so we quickly do this. It's done. If you want, we can just check DF. Okay, DU. Yes, so we can check that BAM file is much smaller in size compared to SAM file, right? Yes. This BAM file is just 1260 bytes and SAM file is 5872 bytes. So it's a binary align map format. It's smaller in size. Okay, so then again we do samples indexing the BAM file. So always remember that after we sort the SAM files and create a BAM file, we can index a BAM file. We can index only BAM files. We cannot index SAM files. So SAM tools index align.bam. Yes, it also got OPT. So for this we'll get what file. If we do this command, what file we will get, what extension we'll get.
BAI.
Yes,
.BAI.
right? Binary align index b.bai file. So ls, if we do again ls qualifier LH, so we can say here that we got the align.bam.bai file here. Okay, so again we clear this. Now first you need to index a reference genome for SAMtools. So basically SAMtools index is going to be for BAM files, but there's also a SAMtools FAIDX that's going to be for reference. So FA can be understood as FASTA, SAMtools FASTA index, so short form FAIDX. So another indexing we can ask, another indexing you may ask is, it's an annoying and error-prone process. Every tool asks us to prepare the reference for their own use. Okay, so SAMtools FAIDX $ref. So we do this. So this is a crucial step now required for pileup SAMtools FAIDX $ref. So let us see what file it creates. So basically we align the reference, so we should check in the REFS. Okay, in the REFS if we go, if we check, we see that there's a .fai file, right? Yes. Yes, there's a
Yes.
it's not a FAI file, so that has been created from FAIDX. Okay, so we go back. So always remember that in the case of BWA, whenever we do the indexing, the index files will be in the reference, the folder which contains the reference, and not in the current folder. Okay, so and then again SAMtools here we do the pileup with the reference file. So this is the pileup command. Already last time we did pileup, right? That was with which tool? In the case of vcall snip calling.
BCF calling,
Yes.
within calling we did pilot command.
With BCF tools we did the pileup. So here
Yes.
we are doing the SAMtools pileup. So for the base centric representation, and qualifier ref $ref align.bam and pipe head qualifier file n5 if you want. So we do the pileup of the BAM file with respect to the indexed reference, which we did indexing with the SAMtools FAIDX. So we get this reproducible result here. So what are the columns? We have 5 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. So this produces output in the following columns. The first column is going to be depicted here. First column is this the coordinate. The coordinate usually represents a chromosome, and we'll see this. Second column, the genomic index position, and the third column is a reference base, and then the coverage or depth, and then the base match type, and then the base quality. So base quality, don't confuse with bases. Obviously C may be cytosignificant if we intermix with bases, but F is not a base, At is not a base. This is a quality. Okay, so yes, who will read this? Yes, please read this paragraph. Yes, please anybody can take a chance. Please, Shipraji, yes, you can read this paragraph. Let us check the meet again, the presence of the participants. 1 minute. So I will mention. Is everybody there, right? Mentioning in the chat. If Shipraji, please check the chat. Please read. Yes, Shipraji, please read. Hello, Shipraji. Okay, Priyanka, are you able to hear us? Please read. Yeah.
Such as
This is caret. Okay, C-A-R-E-T, symbol, caret symbol. Yeah.
caret. The base symbol such as caret can be decoded in the following way.
You have to read it exactly, right? Caret square bracket close dot. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Caret square bracket close then dot can be recorded in the following way. Dot. Dot means a base that matches the reference on the forward strand. Comma. Comma means a base that matches the reference on the reverse strand. Then AGTCN denotes a base that did not match the reference on the forward strand. Then small agtcn denote the base that do not match the reference on the reverse strand. Matching the regular expression slash plus
Backslash,
bracket
right? That is backslash. Okay.
backslash plus bracket 0 minus 9 bracket close then plus bracket a c g t n small a c small a c g t n bracket close plus need an insertion of one or more bases starting from the next position. In sequence matching the regular expression, uh, hyphen dash uh, bracket 0 minus 9 bracket close plus bracket a c g t n small a c g t n bracket close plus to need a deletion of one or more spaces starting from the next position. Then caret mark the start of the read segment and the ascii or ascii of the character following. Caret minus 33 gives the mapping quality. Dollar marks the end of the read segment. Asterisk is a placeholder for deleted base in the multiple base pair deletion that was mentioned in the previous line by the dash bracket 0 minus 9 bracket close plus bracket ACGT and small a CGTN bracket close plus notation.
Yes, so in this aspect, these are all regular expressions basically, how we can interpret them in this context. So if we can get some useful links for regular expression, this always very much used in most of the file formats. Right? For example, simple thing like a gene will have a regular expression as we discussed many classes ago. So regex, so just search like this, regex. Yes, so regexair.com. Yes, so this is one good website. You can see, maybe this is an interactive website, right? So yes, so here if you see this, if you do test 190, it is text. So this is an interactive way of doing this. If it is quite cumbersome, you can directly check in this way. I think regex 101. So okay, insert your regular expression here. So this, if we take, we will take this, we will take this. Okay, it's timeout. Okay, let's take a test string. Okay, the sequence matching the regular expression denotes the insertion of one or more bases starting from the next position. So if we, for example, give like this, basically this server is taking time. Let us see down. basically I just didn't want to show interactive way, but basically a more better way of learning regular expressions in form of simple tutorials, like the examples. Okay, the examples. Okay, there's a quick start like this here. Okay, okay, we'll show it in the terminal if you want. So basically here you have AF followed by 0886833, right? So if you want to check for this column, let's say the global regular expression pattern, this let us store it in this way. So head qualifier n5, right? So let us store it this way. T pile up phi.txt if you want. Yes, so suppose we want to check for whatever is starting with AF. Suppose we discussed read groups. So suppose we are merging two read groups from two different samples, and then we have two different accession sequence names. So in that case, let us check grep qualifier C. How many identifiers we have? We have 5 AF 086833, right? So if we check AF star pile up 5, so we should get 5, right? We are getting 5. So this global regular expression pattern, qualifier C is for count, AF is for the pattern, we are searching for a pattern. Basically the P is for pattern, so the regular expression basically searches for patterns in the files. So these are the various ways we can see the pile up regular expressions. So let us for example see the first line itself. The first line reads like this. Here this column in the pile up is basically the basis column. So in the basis column we have a caret as a square bracket close and then a comma, and then a dot, right? So dot means the base has been matched the reference on the forward string, and this is at the 46th position, right? So once we have not yet gone to the VCF format, we have not yet got the VCF file, but still in the pile up we can find some information that regarding the match or mismatch. So if you see clearly here, okay, this is a PDF. So here this column, first column, AF 086833, the accession sequence name, and then position, genomic position in the reference base, and the coverage or depth, and then the basis, and then the quality is C, ASCII character. So how do we interpret this? It goes like this: on sequence ID AF 08866833, the position 46 contains the base G, the reference base. In the alignment file, this coordinate base is covered by one read. Yes, so that is the coverage depth. One read covers this. So and aligns that aligns such that this base is at the beginning of the read. Yes, that aligns such that this base, that is base G at position 46, is at the beginning of the read, and has a mapping quality of square bracket close on the forward stand dot. Yes, this is clear. This line, at least this line in the alignment file, this sentence in the alignment file, this coordinate and base is covered by one read because the depth is 1. We already saw the coverage and depth last time while dealing with the SAM file interpretation. So, and the dot means there is a starting position of the read, and square bracket close is that is the mapping quality of the base. Yes, this base was sequenced with the FASTQ quality of C. Okay, the FASTQ quality is this, and this is the mapping quality. Okay, the mapping quality for square bracket can be found as Python qualifier C print out of ordinate of square bracket in double quotes minus 33 is equal to 60 and corresponds to 1 in a million, is 10 power minus 6. So we already saw that we got 60, right? With the same data set above, if we go above, which we saw yesterday in the last section, we already got 60 here, right? Yes, we got this mapping quality as 60, right? Yes. This is the same file, same data set. So already we got 60 as a mapping quality. So if we can check the SAM file also, the SAM file head qualifier n3 align.sam. Yes, this column is 60, right? Yes. Yes, the mapping quality is 60.
Yes.
Mapping quality is 60. So we already got 60 there. So if the way this is represented, so here the FASTQ quality and the mapping quality differ. Yes. So the FASTQ quality is basically based on the sequencer, the base calling, and the mapping quality depends on the alignment with respect to the reference. Okay. And we also have one more thing called U2. Let's remember, U2 is if the base quality of the call base is wrong, then what is the wrong base call of the second base that can be called? That is U2 tag in SAMtools. If you remember carefully what we dealt with in SAMtools tags, you can see that U2. Okay, it's capital U number 2, U2 tag. Okay, so we go back here. We were in page number 19, I think. So 19. Yes, we were this line. Okay. So let us check this whether this Python last time also we tried to get the qualities from the ASCII values. Basically, the ordinate function converts the ASCII values into the exact numeric value, numeric code. So let's check this. Python, if you want Python 3 qualifier config print of odd of this minus 33, right? So this should be in double quotes minus 33, that is fine. And print okay, print should be closed in single quotes, that must be missing here. So basically just require this odd of yes, okay, let's check it. Yes, last time also we got this error. So this is config, it's showing as config, right? So, okay, let's just check Python. Okay, we don't want that. 1 minute. Check step by step. First of all, whether the odd function is working. Yes, ORD of this is 93, right? Yes. So ORD of square bracket close minus 33. This is 60, right? Yes, we got 60, right?
Yes.
Yes. So odd will give us ASCII value. Why are we subtracting 33?
The first three are not printable.
There's a Fred offset, right? There's a Fred offset. Okay, so we quit this. So this is a direct way to work in Python. So okay, then this much is clear. A pile up over a certain region. Okay, let us get a pile up over a certain region. So this is 470th position, right? This A is going to be the reference space, and after the reference space we have the depth. Yes, the depth is going to be 73. So let's check. Let's run this command. SAMtools space mpilup space qualifier f space $f space qualifier r space succession and semicolon, just like we give an IGV, the range align.bam and space pipe and head. Yes, so this is the sequence name, the basically a coordinate chromosome, and this is the genomic position. This is a reference space. This is a depth 73, and this is our quality, MapQ quality, in the sense of this one, the basis, right? The basis, and then the quality in the last. This column is a quality, FastQ quality, and this is a mapping quality. Yes. So 1 minute, in the same way, let us do this as well. We saw this command, right? We saw this command, align. Okay. So we basically saw the first line. So if you can do head qualifier n1 itself, yes. So this is our map quality, and this is FastQ quality. So if we can check again, Python 3 out of this minus 33, this is 16. And if we can check for this also, see, though it's not given in the manual, this is 34, right? So the MapQ quality is 60, and the FastQ quality is 34. Okay, the Fred score is FastQ quality is 34, and the map quality is 60. So if we can just want to explore for 2 minutes, so yes, so we see the MapQ quality is also based on log to the base 10, but it's a different way we are computing it, right? Yes. Yes, can you see this formula? Yes. So in the Phred score, we basically just take the probability of error of the base at a particular position. So okay, for a particular short sequence tree, it considers best alignment in the genome, and for this alignment, calculate the sum of the base qualities at mismatch basis and define a quantity sum of base of q of best. Also consider all other possible alignments for the read. For the alignment, I define sum of base of q of I as sum of the base quality measured mismatch basis for that alignment. Then the mapping quality can be defined as this. The quantity 10 power minus sum underscore base underscore q of I tries to approximate the probability of generating a particular read when alignment I is used as template. For example, if there is a single mismatch with base quality 20, we approximate the probability of sampling the read as minus 0.01. With two mismatches with base quality 20, the approximation becomes minus 0.0001. Note that because this quantity will be effectively 0 for most possible elements, only a small subset of all possible elements, those that result in small number of mismatches, must be considered in evaluating the denominator. For paired reads, we calculate sum underscore base underscore q as a sum of base quality scores at mismatch basis for both reads. So how the map q is defined? We take a particular short read and consider best alignment in the genome. Yes, whatever read we take at whichever position the best alignment is. Wherever we have the best alignment, obviously the number of mismatches will be less, right? Yes. Wherever we have the best alignment for the read, number of mismatches will be less. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So in that case, there will be more numbers associated with M in the cigar, right? Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. So obviously, if we assume that the M in the cigar is mostly going to be match, so more number of M in the cigar, obviously it will include matches and mismatches, but we can say that if more numbers are associated with M in the cigar, so wherever the read has the best possible alignment, there we compute the base quality scores of a mismatch basis, and based on that we define the map Q quality. So the mismatch basis also, we are doing the particular subtraction from 1. Why subtraction from 1? We are just finding out the mismatch basis, because wherever there is a best alignment, the number of mismatches will be less, so it will be easier to compute this particular value, where it will be easier to compute the sum to the base of q of best, and then from that if we subtract 1, obviously that will correspond to the number of matches. So in that way we can easily say that we are defining the mapping quality, we are finding out in a way the mapping quality. So again, why minus log to the base 10? That is because here we are taking a value which is going to be less than 1, right? 1 minus something will be within 0 to 1, right? Yes.
Yes.
1 minus something will be within 0 to 1, so that will be a log value will be negative. In order to make the log value positive, we just take the minus log. Okay, so this link I'm just sharing, mapping quality formula, you can check it. So in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so then this pileup or certain region has given this. We should remember that the pileups can take SAM flags in the verbose qualifier RF required flag or verbose qualifier FF filtered flag. So SAM flags we already know the SAM flags. So let us take for example pileup from reads on the reverse strand. So what is for reverse strand? If we carefully remember, if we do this,
If you check here,
okay, let's check directly. No need to open the PDF. So SAM flags. So let us enter 16 here, 16, right? Explain. Yes, SAM flag property. Yes. What is summary? Yes, we entered 16 here, right? Yes, can you read
So
this?
read reverses trend.
It's reverse trend, right?
Zero
So
cross
use this link for SAM flags. It's very simple. Once you go to this link, explain SAM flags. You can enter any number. We share, for example, we just saw 83 that day. You can enter 83 and write explain. So all the summary will come: read pad, read map, improper pad, read reverse trend, first and pad. Okay. So we enter 16 for reverse. So explain, read reverse trend. Okay. So then, so required flag is 16 and qualifier F for giving the reference, and qualifier R for giving the region. Yes, qualifier R is for the region and qualifier F for the reference. So if we take this, so SAM tools space mpileup space verbose qualifier RF, that's required flag, and verbose qualifier F RF and align.bam space region AF and then head. Yes, so basically we are getting at the 470th position base A with mapping quality 40, right? So what did we previously do? This command qualifier N1 went to the 46th position, but we also went to a region, right? If you see carefully, is this region? Yes. Yes, so this region, this 470 region belongs to the entire read. Okay, yes, it belongs to the entire read, right? Yes, this 470 region belongs to the entire read, whatever the read is, and at this read here, this symbol here, we saw the region in this symbol. Is the 73 is going to be this 73. 1 minute. If we come back again, the same column we should have something A and then 73. Okay. So at 73, this is going to be the mapping quality 1 2 3 4, fourth column, right? Fourth column. That is going to be the basis 1 2 3 4. That's going to be depth. Sorry, that's going to be depth, right? So 73 reads align to this position. At this position, 73 reads align. But here, how many reads align? What can we say here now? In the case of required flag 16, what can we say about 40? And what can we say about the difference 73? What can we say? Okay, let us make it more clear. We will give it as this. We will give it like this. Okay, we give it like this instead of RF. Okay, let us give FF. Yes, if you give FF, this is FF filtering flag. So filtering flag 16 and then 40 plus 77. So if you see the total, okay, if we see just this region again, here ref align BAM and this region is 73, 37 and then 40. Yes, so we can see some amount of some correlation, right? This is going to be 40, coverage read is going to be 40 reads, right? And this is going to be 73 reads. Yes, 73, and this is 37, right? So what does FF mean here? What does FF mean? We are filtering this flag here, we are requiring this flag RF16. Yes, the total is 33, filtering will give us 37. What is 40 plus 37?
$77.
77, right? And 73 is this. So we can say that there may be some read overlap, based on which we are getting 4 extra reads. When we give the filtering of the, if we ignore the reverse reads that align, there are 4 extra reads. So you can check for this kind of coverage correlation. But in one more aspect, if you just see the regions, we just see the RF, this we'll just do this again to compare. So RF first, and then FF next, and then the region is 73. So if we carefully see this length, yes, if we carefully see this length, this 37 reads are aligning. Okay, we'll go from first. 40 reads are aligning, 40 reads are aligning in the reverse alignment at this 470 position with reference base A. Yes, and with the same 470 genomic position with reference base A, 37 reads are aligning in not the reverse, and in the same reference base A, totally 73 reads are aligning. Yes, so if there are going to be 4 more, extra for the 40 plus 37, so there is going to be some commonality. So there may be overlapping reads, right? There may be overlapping reads which are overlapping in the forward and reverse. Okay. Okay. So then, how to determine variance from pileups? Okay. So this BAM file, I think this was a very huge file. Last time we tried to also to download. So this will complete up to, okay, VCF format we'll see tomorrow. So if you can see the file size of this, let us check. So we will download this now. Okay, this automatically is being called as a variable. So 1 minute. Okay, the variable is this. Okay. Okay. So this is BAM is going to be called this. Okay. And then we can do duplicate polyfc $BAM. It is 80 GB. Okay, that's impractical. We cannot download this. So it's just to illustrate how a large pileup file will look. Yes. So we can see, if you want to see a pileup file as a whole, not this one basically, but this is going to be very huge coordinates, right? Like 17,375,390 and 17,375,394. We need not query this much, this one. We'll basically see our pileup file itself in a full way. So if you can see carefully, cat ls pileup file.txt. okay, so we can actually name this file as well. That's left to us. So SAM tools pileup af yes, SAM tools mpileup $ref align.bam. So we can name this. This is the way of naming a pileup file, align.mpileup. Yes, we are getting a big pileup file for ourselves, right? No need to just download the 80 GB data and then do it again. So we get it for all positions. We can check that. So clearly, head align.mpileup, yes, and then tail align.mpileup. Yes, so basically we are getting from up to mostly from the first position to start position, right? There will be edge effects. These are called edge effects. Ideally, our reads will not always start from the first position, right? The read will take some position to start aligning to. It cannot align. It need not align strictly at the first positions. So, yes. Okay. So we can see that this is the position, this is the accession, this is the genomic position, this is the reference space, this is the coverage, read depth, this is the map quality, and this is the FASTQ quality. Yes. So let us check somewhere in the middle if you have if you are getting any bases in this way. So 1 minute. You're getting bases in this way. So cat head align.mpileup wc qualifier l. Okay, we're basically getting 18,911 pileup, base centric pileup lines. So if you want to find out somewhere in the middle where bases are there, so let us check this. Head qualifier in 15,000 align.mpileup, and then tail is just the last 10 lines. So so we can see the middle section of the pileup, right? Mostly the middle section of the pileup will look somewhat more complex compared to the start and the end, because they have edge effects. So this is the reads. Even we can say that in the middle sections of the pileup, the coverage will be more. Okay, the middle sections of the SAM file, the coverage will be more, because during the genome assembly also the optimality of the alignment will be more in the middle rather than the ends of the genome. That is from the with respect to the 5' or 3'. This is again, to summarize, this is sequence accession, this is a genomic position, this is a reference space, this is the coverage, yes, the coverage 127, 126 is the coverage depth, and this is the the map quality, and this is the FASTQ quality. Yes. So this is fine. We can do the pileup with required flag and filter flag for various SAM flags also. And we will also check again and once more get back regarding why if a filter and required flag, they are not exactly adding up to the total. Is obviously there should be overlap. That is a main possible reason where you can say that 40 we are getting as reads and 37 reads we are getting for ignoring the filter flag, the filtering flag 16 for reverse. So obviously overlapping of the reads will would automatically mean that the number of effective reads will be less, right? So number of effective reads will be 73. That's very obvious, right? See, once we have, again let us go back to the same example. So this command we do overall so this ref this is 73 and then this is FF first RF, right? First RF 16, this is 40 and then RF FF, right? The filter flag yes. So this is if at base position A 73 reads are aligning, yes, 73 reads are aligning, so some reads may be forward, some reads may be reverse, right?
Yes.
So some reads are forward and some reads are reverse. So obviously it's not strictly that forward and reverse reads should not overlap, right? Some may overlap, and if they overlap, the effective number of reads will be less, right? Yes, if reads overlap, we can say that the effective number of reads at that particular position can be less. That's why 40 plus 37 goes to be 77 minus 4, that is going to be 73. So we will see the flags carefully if any other combination can be possible to give us the exact number. In one more way, we can say that at that particular position, if there are gaps also, okay, if there are gaps also, the effective number will be less, right? So let us say that for example 40 reads are aligning in the reverse direction, and 37 reads are not aligning in the reverse direction. Yes, there will be some gaps also at a particular genomic position where reads don't align. So by gaps, what is meant is there may be a read ending just before A, and there may be a read starting just after A, right? That can also be possible. So in that way, if there are gaps also in the reads which align at the genomic position, so that may also be a reason. One reason could be overlap, and other reason could be gaps. Okay, okay, it's 4 p.m. This alignment will be summarized. So alignment pileups was from this page number 16 of varsec.pdf, page 16, 17, 18, and 19. So though this was just 4 pages, we spent 2 hours on this. It's quite important to understand because this is a base-centric representation of the alignment. So tomorrow we'll see the variant call format, VCF, the most important format for variant calling, just like we saw SAM format for alignment. Okay, so tomorrow before variant calling, we'll see VCF, but we'll also see OMIM in a particular session. OMIM is the online Mendelian inheritance in man. So basically for OMIM, what we require is these files to see in command line. Okay, what are these files? 5 files. Is what are these 5 OMIM files? Yes, please read the 5 file names.
MIM2 gene.text, MIM titles.txt, genemap.txt, morbid map.txt, genemap2.txt.
So in order to get this files from OMIM, it's not possible from the OMIM website. there should be a account created with OMIM, and we should request the files. It will come in 1 or 2 days, so that's why OMIM will take some time. OMIM session will take some time, and moreover that account should be registered in academic email ID. So I will request have an academic email ID. I will request, and once the files come I will update you and we'll have a OMIM session. So next day tomorrow we'll cover the VCF. So again once more thank you for attending, and I will just again come back to the screen so that we end the recording. So this is now NGS online workshop. This is syllabus link, and here we have the registration link, and this we have the YouTube channel link, and here we have the NGS WhatsApp group link. You can contact myself, the NGS instructor, this number, and connect on LinkedIn. Okay, so before this I also end the session because that will be proper. Yes, so I will formally chat here. See you Friday 2 p.m. Yes, please respond in chat. I see you Friday 2 p.m. Yes, okay. Okay, see you Friday 2 p.m. All of you. Yes, okay, we'll continue Friday. Yeah.